Ammezing podcast.
Hey, this is Chi Chi.
I'm your host, DJ, and we're here with another episode on the books. It's getting deeper and deeper. You're
Yes,
having fun while doing it.
yes, we are.
Really good, man. It's good.
It feels
How are
good.
you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm really feeling good. It's you know, have a lot to talk about. Um, Probably get a little deep with y'all today.
Yeah, this is a
Um,
real deep topic.
on a topic of my life. Some things that transpired in my life and things that I have went through that a lot of my people that they know me don't know.
And
So
hopefully it can inspire somebody out there that's going through the same thing.
I'm really doing this to inspire others because if you hear another person's story that inspires you.
Hmm.
So I have heard some stories that I never thought I'd hear, before. Especially past couple of months, I have heard some stories from some women that I just never just think actually happened.
Right.
And so I'm gonna share a little bit of a part of my story today with y'all. And we'd like to thank y'all for joining us on the amazing podcast.
Yes.
You can hit us up on
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube. Just look for the amazing podcast. Like, click, comment, subscribe. Send us an email. Let us know did you see us, you notice us, and share it. It could be valuable to someone. We just want to just chat, vibe, and chill. That's what we doing.
we want to chat and we want to vibe and
Vibe and
we want to
chill.
chill.
That's what we doing. And we're
Mhm.
glad to be so in this situation. What we're talking about today is
Um, my bypass my bypass surgery, and the reason why I actually had the bypass surgery. I'm not no gatekeeper on the information and the knowledge that I have learned by having my bypass surgery. Um, it, it you know I thought about it. Like I actually had the opportunity to have bypass surgery earlier in life,
right.
but my mom, she she um she gave me the decision like if I wanted to do it or not. And at the time, I told her no, and she was all for it, but I was just like, no, I just lose it my way. And I was young then. Um, at that time, and I was young. I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. But over time, life happened. Life started life, and um, I recall. I don't even know how it really came about
Because when
because
you were younger, you was a normal weight size child.
no,
Yeah.
when I was younger, yeah, let me tell you, when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
I was a skinny, skinny, meanie, meanie,
Yeah.
with skinny little pencil like
I used to pick
skinny.
at. I used to call it Skeletor because her face was used to be
I was a
so
real
narrow.
skinny mini,
Yeah.
skinny mini, and it's like when I hit my teenage, that's when I started. I know I started getting weight by around 15.
Yeah. Hormones start kicking
Yeah,
in.
my hormones started kicking
Adolescence.
in,
Yeah.
and I had like a hormone problem at the time.
Do you
Um,
know what made you notice that you had a hormone problem? Was there signs, anything?
I no, it wasn't no. Well, yes, because I didn't get my period early. I didn't
Mm.
get my period early,
Okay.
so I didn't get my period early. My mom, she was concerned, so we went to the doctor and stuff. They was like, it's gonna come on. And we was like, oh, okay.
This is at
And
15, right?
yeah, yeah, at 15, 16, whooping it, because
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I think women in that family had got their periods early,
Early, yeah.
yeah, like around 9 or
9,
something.
yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, okay. And I'm like, all right, mama. My mom started buying me sports bras early, trying to make me feel good. Cause everybody else that was in the, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
y'all started developing this stuff, and I was just
Right.
like, what going on? Something missing. Like, what missing?
Still some
Like,
tissue down there.
okay. Oh, I ain't never saw no tissues, honey. They popped up little, my auntie called little ladybugs. You got your little ladybugs up there. I used to be so shy and try to hold my chin, like, oh my
Oh
God,
wow.
please stop it. But yeah, so it's then that's when around 15, 16. I just headaches just in the same class in computer class when I used to be looking at computer. I just started having headaches around the same time. I kept telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, something's not right.
This
Like,
wasn't no normal headache.
yeah,
This
this
was
wasn't a normal headache. It just was like I used to be sitting up there looking at the computer and it just come out of nowhere. So she took me to the eye doctor. So, they was like, I need glasses. So, all right. But then got the glasses and stuff. I still having the same headache like all the time. And so that's when she started taking me to the hospital
right,
here. That was here.
right.
Well, the old one. And she kept taking me, and but they kept saying that they ain't see nothing. Nothing went wrong. Like
Mm,
nothing. So I'm like, Bunny John, I'm finna schedule to go to Albany. So it goes to Albany and bam, they do an MRI. I got a whole pituitary tumor in my head.
mm,
I didn't even know it. So that comes from the headaches and the way I was feeling and stuff. I'm just like, what in the world? Like,
yeah.
pituitary tumor, I ain't never heard of
I've never
this.
heard of it.
Had do my research. I'm just like, okay, that mess with the hormones and stuff. Just like, okay. So, ended up having brain surgery. And they had, child, I was so upset, honey, because I had braids in my head, and my mama told me to take the braids out before they cut my hair to cut my head.
Right.
That little crazy doctor, he just snipped the front of the braids and just cut that part. Man, why you didn't take all of it
Yeah.
down? So they had to end up doing the incision from here to here to
And that's
about
on your skull.
yeah, that's on the skull. Yeah, so they had to do incision from one side to the other to go in to get the tumor. It was and when they did it,
Now this was like early 2000,
2000,
right?
yeah.
Early 2000. Yeah.
So when they did it, yeah, I was in ninth grade then because
Yes.
nobody didn't see me in school because I was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
had to
stayed
do I
out.
had to do homeschool. Um, but when when they did it, well, actually when they did the MRI, that's when they said it was the size of a golf ball.
Golf ball.
Yeah,
That
it was
is. Yeah.
yeah, it was the size of a golf ball.
Mm,
That's why they had to go ahead and do the
that's pretty
surgery.
huge.
Yeah, yeah, golf like
Yeah.
that.
Golf ball still
Yeah.
pretty.
So, when they got that, they was like, they couldn't get all of it out because they was like, if they go to the root of it, then I might, it's probably like go to a coma. So they had to leave the root of it in, and they put me on these itty bitty pills to try to help
Mm-hmm. Dissolve it.
dissolve it out. Okay, so went through that process, had to get up and, the brain is very serious.
Yeah.
You have to try to walk again, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, talk again, to, right, so, go through that. I, after I, got through that, it just used to be times I used to just cry, 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 cry. And just talk to my mama, just like, man, mama, why me? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And mom, like, why not you? You a soldier, you strong. God got you.
Mm-hmm.
God got you. But it's just like none of my friends have to go through this, and
Right.
I got to go through this. Like, what's going on? And shit. And she just kept me grounded and try to stay prayed up and just keep my faith and just know everything gonna be all right. And
Right.
it did help me a lot. Then about a year and a half later, there was some more headaches, whatever. What's going on again? Okay,
Did you ever
I
think
know.
there's probably is a possibility that could be
I did,
happening again?
I kind of thought it, but I didn't want to believe it.
Right.
I was in denial.
Now, by this
But
time, you're out of high school
yeah, I'm
now.
not. But it, no,
You're still in school,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm still
wow.
in school. Um, let me see. Yeah, I was.
2000, 2001. Yeah, you're
Yep,
still
because
in school.
I'm still
Yeah,
in school.
I remember.
Cause
Yeah.
that was the no, yeah, that's when I had to do homeschool for real, for
Right,
real.
right,
Yeah, so what's it like? I didn't even really think. And then when they did the MRI and said your tumor back again, and I just like, oh my god,
right.
like again, like
Yeah.
why, like here we
You just
go.
had to face one season when you had to cut from one end to
Across,
another.
yes,
Yeah.
and then there we go again.
And the recovery
So
process is not easy.
it's not easy at all. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm talking about dealing with that that part of your face, just that part. It's just the head, but then it mess with the sinuses, all that
Mm-hmm.
type of stuff. This just like, so at this point, I just had, they went through it up my mouth,
Through your
up,
mouth?
yeah,
Oh
like
wow.
through my gum, like up in front of my teeth, through that
Mm.
gum.
Oh.
They went up that way, and to get it out. So had to recover from that. So okay, that was a that was a lot to get through at a real young age like that, where you'll never just think that you'll go through that.
Especially going through that. Yeah, that had to be very hard. That's
Yes.
ooh, man.
So it's just like, okay. Oh, so years later, time passed on. Time passed on. Healed very well. At it. Working, and then bam, it's like, something else. 2010. Um, I was working at Walmart, and I was in the meat department,
Mm-hmm.
and when you cut in the meat and stuff, we have to cut the meat and throw it away and stuff. That blood and stuff. So it started with me working out there in the cold and stuff. It started messing with the skin and stuff. So I
Because you
had,
already had asthma.
yeah, I already had eczema. So it started messing up the skin. So I ended up going to a doctor, and bam, put out some prescription that I was allergic to. So at this point, by this time that I found this out, like my body's already inflamed.
Mm-hmm.
It's still started from the head to the feet. It started from the feet to the head,
Mm.
to the point where my leg swelled up so bad, it swelled up like 5 times the size, and have like I had like water bumps, water because I don't even
Plus
think you was
bumps. Yeah,
staying
like
down here. You weren't staying down
I
here.
wasn't here. I was away.
Yeah, it had like the big water bumps, bubbles. I know even the bumps, they were like bubbles, like big bubbles on my leg, and
Mm.
like, and they leaked out and stuff. Like if I get up, and I'll never forget. Like, man, the I would that type of pain, I would not wish that on my worst enemy, because when you think you know pain, you don't know pain. It's just like, because they was telling me because of gravity.
Right.
Okay, so I'm laying down in the bed, lay down in the bed, but with my legs being just that swole, that pressure is on the veins in
Your
your
nerves and
leg.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting up, it used to take me 40 minutes just to get and sit up on the side of the bed, just to sit up. And it was just the pain, because the pressure, I used to have to rock, cry and rock to get up. And it's like once I'm up, I get to walk around and stuff. But without that weight, it was just
So there was
tiresome.
no nurse aide or anything at the house at the time to help besides mom, or
Emma
it's
Kate,
just mom.
Emma Kate, and my mom and my brother
And
ex
Emma Cake is our
girlfriend.
mom
Yeah,
nickname, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah, it
my
wasn't two different people.
and
Yeah,
my brother's ex girlfriend, she used to help me out and stuff. To take me to the doctor and stuff, because
yeah,
I had to get in the whirlpool
yeah.
to get and it was just so painful. Like, and it's like, and at the same time when that happened, when that had started happening, mama took me to the hospital. And by the time we got in the hospital, I guess with the air and stuff, like all my skin just started falling off.
Oh, you
Like,
say your skin
yeah,
fell off,
yeah,
or
my skin, like, how like you get dry
oh,
skin.
dry skin. Okay, not like your skin per se, where it's showing your skeletal system,
No,
but
no, no, but
yeah.
your skin is in, like, my whole body just
Now I
turned.
remember being there when we took you to Albany to the hospital
Yeah,
when
but
you started flaking real bad.
we was in
We was
Alabama,
in Albany, yeah,
but by the time we got to the back, my whole body had turned white.
yeah. I
In
remember
front,
that.
like all that dry skin,
Yeah,
like, was
you
everywhere.
like that's a scary movie,
Yeah,
so I
it
remember
really
that.
was. It was just like, what in the world? By the time the doctor came back in there,
Is that because you was allergic
to
to?
the medicine, I
Okay,
was
to
allergic.
medicine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
medicine, it burnt me third degree. They said it burnt me third degree burn inside out.
Oh wow.
So it started inside from the bottom on out. So
And that comes from the medicine by itself,
yeah,
nothing, no other
yeah,
health conditions,
just the medicine itself.
because
I
the
was
doctor prescribed you the wrong medicine.
Yeah, and then when they said something about it, they were like, they didn't know. Like, I didn't know we were the
You
same
didn't know you
kind.
was allergic to it at
Yeah,
the time.
he just. and it just came out of a sudden. Like I got sick, like just out of nowhere.
That's
So
unfortunate.
so it was just wow, and I was out of work for like 2 months. I couldn't walk
Yeah.
for whatever, so I had to bounce back from that. So as time passed on, I end up in Atlanta there with you and stuff. And I don't even know in that point of time in life where my mind space was, because I think there was so much going on, and I'm trying to get it together, and it just got past me. I remember working at the nail salon in Smyrna, was a tech manager, and I was in a I started I talking to her, was like, hey, you got, and she was like, huh, like she couldn't hardly hear me, and I remember talking to her like, hey, and I felt it going
Oh yeah,
down.
I remember this day. Yeah,
Yeah,
and by this time, your body has went through so many changes
yeah,
where you was gaining weight
yes,
significantly. Like the weight started coming on.
I don't even, that's what I said. I don't even know what happened, but like what I was going through at the time. Like, I didn't even realize I had got that big.
Yeah,
Like, bro, I really didn't realize it until
and it wasn't from heavy eating
it
or
wasn't, and I wasn't even eating
nothing
like
that
that.
you was doing
It was
crazy,
just,
like to cause the weight gain.
yes,
It just started coming on
it just
significantly.
came
Yeah,
out
out
of
of nowhere.
nowhere. And I was up there talking, and it just felt like somebody just came and said, took every piece of breath I
I
had,
remember getting that phone
and
call.
then from what I understand, I fell out. The ambulance took to the hospital, and I remember the lady cause when I was in the room and the lady came in, and she was like, "You were gone like that," and I was like, "Huh?" She said, "You were gone," cause I remember having things on. I was gone. She said, You gave out O2, your oxygen."
Yeah,
So with that weight came on, like my oxygen got bad, and
you think
I
your hormones, by your hormones being imbalanced, that caused the weight gain?
no, my hormone
Was imbalanced.
wasn't balanced. They
Hmm.
balanced now,
Right.
but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened, and because I had started eating ice and stuff, I know that was like, you need me, you'll start craving ice and stuff.
Hmm.
And I remember you just used to eat a whole bunch of ice, but ice didn't make me gain like that.
Right.
And I know I was moving around. I just don't know what had happened. Well, till I got to that point, I don't know if it was I know some of it was I went through depression. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's and
Depression can
I
cause some eating habits,
yes,
support eating habits.
I was kind of going
Yeah.
through a lot where I went through depression, and I think that's what the weight came from, because I went through depression,
Okay. Yeah.
and it was
Okay.
real hard to come out of the
Depression
depression.
plus eating plus
Cause
hormone imbalance, that can be a triple threat.
no, the eating plus the depression, it was just a lot, a lot going on when I was really just trying to get myself together. And next thing I know, I was in the hospital, and I'm laying in the bed. I got all this stuff on me, and I got the oxygen on me, and all this type of stuff. And then, bam, they got the doctors walking in early in the morning like they always do, 5 deep.
Yeah.
They already been waking me up and stuff and doing all the tests and stuff. And they was like, well, Miss Caldwell, we got a couple of stuff we got to talk to you about and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm thinking, all right, what can I do to get my oxygen up so
Right.
or whatever. Then next thing I know, just start listing stuff. Well, you have psychosis, you have edema, you have borderline type 2 diabetes, and oh yeah, you also have congestive heart failure. Mm. I was
Mm.
just like, what? I got what now? And I had to have them list all that stuff all over again.
Yeah.
And I was like, congestive heart failure, yeah, CHF, you have congestive heart failure. Oh my God. So they was telling me that my heart it was stiff, like
Mhm.
um can't pump out
Right.
like it's supposed to. I think it's the homicide. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what in the world? had to just sit there and just think about my life all over again. Then with me sitting there and just think about my life all over again, it's just like I just start thinking about the things that has transpired through my life, from brain surgery, can't walk to now, now this. And then this lady telling me that I was out of here. They just, okay, you saying that? That let me know I was out of here. I don't think you're gonna sit here and allow my life like that to try to make me just feel some type of way.
Yeah.
When you say I was out of here, I was out of here because I don't even remember anything. I don't even remember never walking. From the time from the when I said tried to say her name to that.
Oh wow.
So that was a real life scare for me. It was a real life scare for me. And then I started to realize like when then that's when we first moved back down here and down down to Americas. And I was just like my friends they used to call me um and especially my homegirl, she used to call me and I'd be like, girl, she was like, Tishy girl, you all right, you know how we do, we don't care. And they try to get me to go out and stuff. But I I got so closed in, it's like I felt like a prisoner in my own body
Oh,
because I didn't want to go out because I know and when I go to the dollar store, you know how small the dollar store is,
right.
by the time I hit the door and open the door and take 3 steps, I'm out of oxygen.
Oxygen. Yeah.
So and they wanted me to walk around with a oxygen want me to walk around with an oxygen tank. So I was just depressed because my friends want me to go out. I want to go out. I'm still young.
Right.
I'm young. Like, and I can't even walk in the store without have to get in a cart. Or I can't even walk in the smallest store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. I can't do it because I'm giving out of oxygen, out of breath. And it was just so, I felt like I was going back into depression. Like, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
And I made up my mind then. I don't want to be young and live like that no more. That's, that's something that I don't want nobody to go through.
Right.
You're a prisoner in your own body and you don't even feel that you don't have the confidence or something to step out.
Mm-hmm.
And I did step out some. I tried to step out like a couple times, but it just didn't work.
It
I
just didn't
dress up
work.
a word. I used to just try to dress up.
Did you
Just
find yourself getting stuck into a comfort zone and probably got to a point where you just started accepting it for a while? Because you were in a
yeah,
relationship
yeah,
at the time
yeah.
where
I did.
you had a
Yeah.
companion that really supported
Oh
you,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he
At the
really
time,
was
he was 10 toes down, big or not. He was down there.
right,
I could say he cooked for me. He did cook. He cooked and he cleaned up and he made sure. Now I can't get him that. He
right.
did look out for me a
But
whole lot, and I got comfortable. So it's like shoot, but then my man like me, shoot, I
right,
ain't studying.
still dealing with other health issues on
Yeah,
the
but I'm
side though.
still dealing with health
Sleep
issues.
apnea as well.
Yes, oh yes, I had
Yeah,
sleep
sleep
apnea.
apnea.
Yeah, I had to sleep with a um I sleep with the mask on my face and stuff. And but
CPAP machine,
yeah,
right?
the CPAP. So yeah, I'm still dealing with the stuff, with I still take about 12 pills a day
That's a lot.
to try to keep everything under control, potassium and all this, iron, all this, just like, oh boy. So I just made the call, and I just like one day I was just like, I just can't do this no more. I'm finna look into this, and I made the call to Macon, and I went and talked with the doctor, and they was telling me about options and stuff. You have some doctors they require you to lose a certain amount of weight before you do it.
Hmm.
But obviously, I had a black woman doctor. She didn't require me to
Right.
do it. So I just had to go to the appointment. So I went to appointments and finally got a surgery date. And so she decided, she was saying the bypass would be better than sleep and stuff. So I was like, I do it. So I went, end up going to the um getting surgery. And after I had surgery, it's like, oh, I couldn't eat nothing. I just had to go on a liquid diet
Hmm.
and for like 6 weeks. And then you move like soft foods and stuff, but still like so soft foods you still can't
Was there a
eat.
lot of preparation before the surgery that you had to do
Yeah,
prior, pre-surgery, like no hard foods
yeah,
or?
yeah. I couldn't eat no hard foods, and I had to drink this most nastiest stuff. This stuff was so nasty. It was white. It was so nasty. It was, I didn't even
Right,
think about it.
right.
So to get your stuff ready. But when she got
Hmm.
through, when she told me, she said, "You was the hardest I ever did, but we made
Oh
it."
wow.
It's so funny. But yeah, so after then, um, I started noticing the weight drop, gradually and stuff, and it's it's like at first people were telling me, yeah, you know, but I ain't. But then I started noticing, and I was like, okay, I
Did
ain't
you have to
really.
work out? There was a workout regimen for you
They,
after the bypass?
you had to wait. You had to
Right,
wait a
wait.
while. You had to
Hmm.
wait a good while because it depends on everybody's body's
Body's
different.
different, yeah.
They could some people take on stuff like I used to test a shrimp up. It's like now I can't really eat shrimp. Like I can eat them, but not like I used to.
Right.
It's like a lot of taste buds change. A
Hmm.
lot of stuff that you can't eat that you don't really eat them
Right.
that you
You
used to
get
eat that
full
you
so
wouldn't.
quick, they say.
Yes, you do. You get full quick. But with and I started, I started losing weight stuff, and I started feeling like I was like, oh, I'm ticklish somewhere. I didn't know I was ticklish yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
oh my goodness. So you start feeling good. You start feeling so much better about yourself. Then because I know the main reason I did it. I didn't do it for vanity. I didn't do it just to be trying to be popped out. I did it for my health.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up doing the bypass is for my health because I wanted to live. I have nieces and nephews, and I want to be able to,
Hmm.
like, my niece still try to play me. I'm like, oh, come on, baby. I can't do it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I just, I finally got a trampoline with my nieces. You know how good that
I
felt?
felt, yeah.
Like, that felt so good.
You
Like,
swimming and everything.
swimming and everything, hip flips and everything, jet skis and everything, like in the
Living your
air and
best life.
everything. Like it's like when I was in that bed before I had that bypass, and when I was in the bed and when them folks were telling me all that stuff, I had promised myself, and I had continued to promise myself over and over,
Yeah.
even after I had the bypass. I had made a promise to myself, and I had told God, I was like, if I get better. I said, when I get better.
Hmm.
I promised myself that I would not keep myself in no shell. I promise, and I said, God, if you bring me on through this, I promise that I'm gonna live my life.
Right.
And I had and continued to tell myself that when I get well, it's better for me. I'm gonna live and I'm gonna be happy because during that time,
You're gonna live and not exist.
yes, I'm gonna live. And now you said right now, I'm gonna live, not exist because during that time, all this stuff happening. I was living, but I wasn't existing.
Yeah.
I was. It was. It was a lot, a whole lot that a person had to deal with going through all them types of steps throughout their life, and it's just like that right there for me. It took the cake. It took the cake. It's just like I'm not
Have you
supposed.
ever felt like you was probably robbed of certain things, like with you having the pituitary tumor and it affects your hormones and a lot of things that goes on with you as a woman? Like you have to go extra steps to probably conceive, have conception of a child. Does that play a factor in, with you not being able to conceive? Because I mean, there's other things out there that can help boost that up if you wish to have a child, but naturally with the tumor, did that help? Did that kind of throw you off a little bit? As far as
I really don't know because they told me I could have kids.
they say you could,
Yeah, they said I'd be
okay,
able to have kids, but I just ain't had no kids.
right.
So
That's
I
probably a
just
good
said
thing.
it's in God's time, and so if
Yeah,
He, because I go get checked all the time,
yeah,
because I remember that time I was having with the um with that the hormone stuff, they throw me period of stuff. So and
right.
I wanted them to just snatch all that out down there, and they was like, no, we're not gonna do that, Miss Carvel, because you can still can see. I like,
Cause you
girl.
had heavy, heavy, heavy.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about it was used to be so heavy. My stuff just stay on like a month. And then on times that I was like, 10 times the pain of the regular.
Mm.
So I used to have to go to the emergency room. It
Right.
wasn't nothing around that
Mm-hmm.
that I couldn't go to the emergency room. I had to go because to get
Right.
them to turn it off because it was just that painful. But it just I thought just like I thought I just see like that right there. It put a whole awakening on my life for
Man.
me, and that's why now when I get a chance, and it's like nobody don't have to understand but me,
Right.
but I understand the way I felt and the things that I went through during that time, or something that I don't never want to go back through again,
Right.
and I just promise myself to just live and enjoy life and don't worry about nothing else because you don't want to be once you feel like you in the shell like that, you don't ever want to go back there. That was a dark place for me.
Right.
So
That's a
that's
big
why
experience.
I really glad that I did make the decision to have the bypass.
Right.
It's like at this point right now, I don't lost up to 190 pounds, and
Oh,
I'm glad that I
good.
okay,
Okay.
190 pounds,
That's fair.
and
I'm
I'm
glad. That's
glad
good.
and I'm satisfied with the way that I'm losing weight. Like some people drop real quick, some
Right.
people don't drop real quick. I'm glad I'm losing the way I'm losing because I don't want to look too sick. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
But you
Like
have
I
a
said,
goal set in
yeah,
mind where you want to be at. You don't have to name a number, but you have
yeah,
an ideal goal where
I'm
you want
back,
to be at.
I'm back there.
Like,
I
that's a
say
big thing.
if I'm like I say about 50 pounds off.
Okay, that's
So, but
good.
I'm still working on that
Still
slowly.
working on it.
I ain't, like I said, I ain't do it for vanity. So I just, I do it to
Right.
feel good
Yeah.
and look good too. So that's why, like, I advise anybody that actually wants to do it. You just
Right.
find you a good doctor
A
because
good
some
doctor.
people don't have good doctors. I'm glad I did, and have you a good support system too.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
you have your good support system. You don't need but one, two, or you don't need but one really,
Yeah.
but you do it. And I don't even see what the problem because I don't even see what the problem of people don't want to say what they had if they had bypass or not because that's just like a person who had tummy tuck.
Or
Like
BBL
yeah,
or
BBL or
breast
something like
lift or
that. But they
something.
did that to enhance themselves. But a lot of people do have bypass or the sleeve or uh the ball.
Oh yeah, I seen they got the ball now. They put in
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
balloon.
yeah, the balloon, yeah, the
Yeah, I seen
balloon,
that.
and but them ain't really that healthy like that. But
Okay.
but
So which
so
one do you recommend? It depends on what you need, the
the
sleeve or
bypass is
the
sleep. It just
bypass.
depends on. It really be depending on how. From my understanding, it depends on how big it is. If
The weight level.
the bigger, they'll suggest the bypass
Right.
because the bypass you do lose
Right.
weight quicker. The sleeve, the sleeve is you can really they could go back in with the sleeve, but with the
Right.
bypass they can't. So
And
but it really does. It helps.
it's a good insight for me because just like you, I don't know, it may be hereditary, but I
Mm-hmm.
also suffer for having a pituitary tumor.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I got mine later when I was in my 30s, and I
Mm-hmm.
had the same symptoms with heavy headaches. It felt like a cluster headache,
Yeah.
and I just felt it on pressure on my left side of my eye.
Yeah.
And when I'm looking at the computer, it just used to and I knew my vision was kind of going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't never know. And I went to the eye doctor, and she called me back immediately and said, I need you to come back immediately because I noticed something.
Mm-hmm.
But years had passed, and I just really didn't ever think about it. But until I went to the emergency room, and I had such a massive headache, I just couldn't take it. And I drove myself
Yeah.
30 miles
Mm-hmm.
to the hospital. And they ended up keeping me saying they did an MRI CAT scan and they discovered I had a pituitary tumor the size of a walnut on my brain. And that was pressing on my optic nerve in my left eye, but it was
Mm-hmm.
getting so mass where it was going to my right eye and crushing the optic nerve. So I had a chance of almost going blind in both eyes. I did lose sight in my left eye due to crushing my optic nerve. And like you just don't understand. I mean, it messes with your hormones. I have high cortisol levels where I'm not able to naturally lose weight. I have to have enhancements, or it's just something that if I could just work out, it's just my body level and my hormones is just not going to allow me to lose weight naturally. So
Mm-hmm.
I struggle. I understand. I really appreciate that insight you sharing that story, not just with the world, but with me too, to educate me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm too am considering a gastric bypass, a gastric sleeve. That's what's going to help me get to my number because I have severe chronic asthma,
Mm-hmm.
and it affects my breathing with my everyday activities because of my weight level.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to talk about because it's kind of like I didn't ask for this. I was a skinny, I was a small, skinny kid growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed my body as I started changing, becoming to, when you become your manhood and stuff like that, you notice your body start changing
Yeah.
and the weight just start coming out of nowhere. So it's like, it's unexplained,
Yeah.
and I wasn't a really big, heavy eater. I just ate cookies and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But, you know, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I think people shouldn't gatekeep. And if you got information on, to share I'm part of the support group. Support groups help too because they help give you a lot of
Yeah.
insight on
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff to help educate you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's life like for you now? Because I'm looking to get into that hopefully in the future to consider the surgery because I too want to do it. No cap, because I mean it's for my health. If it's going to help make me breathe better and help me move, be more mobile, which I'm mobile, I'm active, I'm light on
You
my feet.
always been
Yeah,
moving.
I'm
You
active. I
always.
mean, don't make no mistakes now. Don't let the size fool you. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same
Be
time, if I
quick.
want to beat this asthma, I had asthma since I was a teenager, so I never grew out of it. But I would like to, enhance my life as well. And I
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that experience.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if you consider doing that, I'm behind you. I think you should do it
Yeah.
because I'm talking about from me thinking back from where I was to now, like
Hmm.
life is great.
Oh
Life is
yeah.
great,
I
boy.
can tell the different change. You vibrate. You
Yes,
living,
life
not
is
existing.
great,
Like
boy.
you are
I'm talking
doing
about
great.
life is
And you
good.
get so many compliments how well, I mean, how much weight you lost. And I'm
Yeah,
extremely, extremely so proud of you.
dang, yeah,
Just as
yeah.
my sister, I'm really am extremely proud of you, man. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yep.
I'm just super
Yeah.
ecstatic, man.
Yeah, that's
That
why I was
is
like,
good.
if it's, I just encourage anybody, if it's the better you to make you feel better, do it
Yeah,
because you the only person who got to live in your body, and you the only person who have to put up with you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't care about what nobody else say.
Mm.
You deal with you, and then I had been made up my mind like I don't care what nobody
Oh
say.
no,
I had
your
been
health is
my
important.
health is my health.
Yeah,
You see, like, I ain't seen teachers like that. Why you ain't
if it's
seen
gonna keep you
somebody?
off of insulin, keep you off of medication, if it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep you off anything that's gonna where you have to do extra to just keep your body
Yeah,
functioning,
cause I don't
I
even
say
have
go
to.
for it.
Then like thank God, like I don't even have to take insulin.
Right. I
And
just
then like
thank
my
God it
numbers
doesn't.
don't came down so much from
Hmm.
my diabetes. Cause they was just telling me
That's
I was
like
like,
I'm not even diabetic, so
yeah,
it's kind of like I'm not on wood, but I'm
yeah,
I'm happy I'm not.
yeah. But they was like your diabetes like it was real high, and it's like now I don't got it all the way down to the. It's like right there on the line of
So
the.
with gastric bypass, what's your take on the shots that's so popular now? Ozempic, Wegovy, Manjaro. What's your take on that? That people are using it as a fad to lose weight. Do you think those shots really help people lose weight the way I heard that they really do? But
I heard they
you
do.
can't get those prescriptions unless you're a diabetic, or because people
I
out there who really need the shots versus
I
the
heard they do. Then you have the people that's just the pills. They give you
uh-huh.
they give you the pills for it. So they give you the
Right.
pills for my diabetes.
Yeah.
So but it's like now it just
Because I have a
not
friend
them.
that lost a lot of weight being on Wegovy,
Yeah,
and it's
I heard they do.
yeah.
But insurance and stuff all that play because
Insurance don't, yeah,
they
you
play a
got to,
big
it
part in
plays a
there
big
too.
part. It's expensive
So
too,
oh
very
what
expensive.
my girl, give me them pills. Not the they give you the diabetic pills, not
Hmm.
Mounjaro and them, but the pills for your diabetes.
Yeah,
Like girl, give me them pills right though.
yeah,
But yeah, but it don't got my numbers down to the line now. So
that's good.
they said that's real good
Health
for
is
us.
really wealth.
It really
That's
is.
health is really wealth, man.
Yep. So
Uh,
that's why I was like, you know, I just there's experience in my life. I hope I can inspire somebody else to do better in their life,
hmm.
and I hope my story can reach a lot of people
Yeah,
and know, what I'm saying, what you see on the outside, but what you don't know on the inside.
right.
So let take in, my words of inspiration
Hmm.
to you too, to the world, So, know that you can always get through what you think you can't get
Right.
through. I'm struggling. I ain't know I could get through all that
And
stuff.
we can say your number, but at your heaviest, what's your heaviest that you were at?
I had got up to, I remember stepping on scale one time and it said 471.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
then
you're 5'9",
I'm 5'7".
5'7".
I'm 5'7", and I remember stepping on the scale and seeing the number saying 471 point
Mm-hmm.
6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 472.
Right.
So I was like, when I stood on the scale and I said, what in the world? I'm like 30 pounds from being 500 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what in the world? So yeah, I had got up to 472 and at 278 now.
That is great.
So
That is amazing.
yeah, I just still
That
scared it
is
today.
amazing.
I just still scared today.
That is
I'm
amazing.
278 now. So I'm proud
You
of
just
that because
understand.
I haven't been up under 300 pounds since school.
Wow.
So for me,
That's a huge
to a
accomplishment.
lot of people, that's still
Your
heavy.
journey is your journey.
They were like a lot of people that's still heavy, but to me,
To you, that's a
that's
huge
fantastic.
accomplishment.
I haven't seen 300 since school.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna share a story, and you have to forgive me if I get a little emotional, but I, I just remember you going through your situation when you had congestive heart failure, and I used to just feel so bad for you, but I just want to support you in every way that I could, and just try to see to bring out the best in you. And I just remember many nights that you used to be in the room, at mom house, and you would go to sleep, and you would have to force yourself to get out of sleep because you would stop breathing in the middle of the night, and you could tell when you stop breathing because you used to make this noise like you just trying to fight your way to try to stay alive. And I just
Mm.
remember the noise in the back of my head, like, and I just still remember the noise in my ear, and I just remember, and I remember one time, Mama came in the room, and she tried to wake you up, and you wouldn't wake up, and it scared her so bad, and
Mm.
I remember her just
Carmen.
crying, like, it just broke her heart, and it just broke her heart so bad because you just like, we don't understand what's going on, but this congestive heart failure is really taking a toll on you because it was a
Yes.
lot at the time. And I just remember getting phone calls saying that you was getting off, used to drive around in a cart in the grocery stores
Hmm.
because you couldn't walk 2 steps without giving out a breath. And I just remember getting a phone call one time that you gave out of breath and you passed out in the middle of the parking lot. And in the grocery store parking lot, and I
Yeah.
just like, I thought I was gonna lose you. I really did because I just didn't know, was it reversible or was it gonna be a
Yeah.
better life for you? And it's like, I don't understand what's going on, but I really commend you for staying one step ahead of it and really taking it serious enough and not being hard headed and listen to your first instinct to
Yeah.
really go and check on you to make sure that you doing what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
in order to stay alive and stay healthy to be sitting here to today. It's not easy. And a lot of people can judge you just by looking at your outer appearance and not know your story and just assume that you just careless or you just,
Yeah, like
you don't really love yourself. And that's not always true because I would just remember,
they think cause you big that you don't supposed to love yourself or that you don't supposed to care about yourself. But you do. It don't matter if you big, little, small, little pudge, little bit belly. You still need to love yourself and
yeah.
take care of yourself.
And I just remember you being in situations where I know you were being judged based off your weight.
Oh
And you weren't, and
yeah.
you got discriminated against when it came to
Oh
jobs, came
yeah.
to
I did.
opportunities.
Yeah.
And I just know the discrimination is real when people,
Yeah.
and probably even to
You
this day, people
yeah.
that you interact with, they will, if
Yes,
you're not
I have
popular, the
it.
most popular or the bathing beauty, and you're not on their friends' A list,
Mm-hmm.
the discrimination can be real based off how people can misjudge
Yeah,
you
I was just
based off,
I had went through it. I was really judged
yeah,
because of my weight.
yeah,
I felt that it's just like you be discriminated against.
yeah.
And it's just like, what in the world?
Yeah,
And
I
you
remember used to
know
come
that
home in
you,
tears. Like, I don't know
yeah,
what to do, bro. I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying my best. I don't feel like a
hmm,
woman enough. I don't feel like I'm beautiful enough.
yeah,
I don't feel like I'm appreciated enough. I don't
yeah,
know what is it that's missing. What is it about me that I'm missing where I can't have the opportunity to have what the next person have? Not that you were comparing, but you felt like you would
just,
deserve it of the
yeah,
quality of life that
yeah.
you really
I
want.
felt like I should be treated equal, but I wasn't because of my weight.
Yeah,
And that's just truth be told. People treat people different
yeah,
because of their looks,
yeah.
not giving them the opportunity to show them that don't treat me how you think I am.
Right,
Because I'm big, I'm not nasty. You see
right.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm heavy, breathing and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not clean. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
nice. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? No, that's why I always love different people. I never judged people in school,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. And they was in the other class. I still,
Right.
what's up, my God? I still, you
Right.
still, what's up, friend? I never been that person to just judge people on them
Right.
because I'm glad I was that. And I had to go through that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, of being judged
Oh yeah. We
because
all get that.
of the perceptions.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The perceptions.
Yeah.
No, no. And then it's so crazy because that perception flipped and changed them once they got to know me.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
yeah. So
Mm.
at the end of the day, you do what best for you.
Right. So what's your diet like now? Do you making healthier choices, or you still able to eat
I
what you
am,
want and still be able
I
to
still, at
maintain?
this point, I can eat what I want, but I can't eat
You have to
much
eat
of it.
smaller portions.
Yes. And then another thing, you should just find out what your body type is, what your body is. Like right now, like, because your body changes like in different seasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh
It
yeah.
changes like
Yes, it
I could
does.
go hard and eat all types of old utsy mama jumbo cakes and with the bread cakes and collard green cornbread, and then it just boom. I have to see why I can't eat none of that. I gotta eat soft stuff, just
Mm-hmm.
simple stuff. And it's like what I learned from my body's like, like now, I'm still lose weight because I learned my body a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Like so,
That's a plus.
I eat little small portions.
Uh-huh.
I eat out that same plate of just little small portions
Right.
all day, and that help boost keep my
Yeah.
metabolism burning and stuff. So it's it's I still lose weight
Genetics
with
play
it.
a part. Our mom was a
Oh
small
yeah,
frame. Our
yeah.
daddy, he was a tall, slender guy.
He
So, and
my
our
brother,
brother,
he's slim,
he's
yeah.
a slender. He's slender. So
But
genetics
see,
play a role. But
but most of the I know I took out my daddy's side because
our
thick
daddy, yeah,
thighs, low legs over there. So
yeah,
I ain't even sweating that.
right. Yeah, the genetics play a real huge part in it, man. But
But
yeah,
but at this point, it's like I've learned to love myself more and
self love.
appreciate myself more, and thanking God the Most High for letting me be here to appreciate myself more.
You know why? Because you knew your worth.
That part. Yep, that's why I was like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm gonna go if I want to go. If I gotta go by myself, what the church song say, I'm
Right.
I'm just saying I'm at a point where I'm just gonna live.
Yep.
It's like it ain't tomorrow, ain't promised. So
Definitely
why
not.
not? So just I wake up, put a smile on my face, and take on the day's journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and just by me making a good decision that was best for me, not for nobody else.
Right.
That's why I'm able to be here living today
That's right. That's right.
because I never want to hear that I was out of here again ever. And
Ever.
then and now if I got to wake up in here, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I encourage everybody just live for you, do what's best for you,
Yeah.
and just take on quality of life.
Yeah. So y'all look for some support groups that's out there that support to
Oh yeah, I was in a support group too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's what I say. Everybody, it's so many. Like the times are different now compared to yesteryear. So there's so many support groups, especially with social media that's out there. I know the way you had your surgery across the skull and up through your mouth. My procedure was totally different when they went up my nostril,
Mm-hmm.
my nasal cavity to
Yeah.
remove mine. So the
Mm-hmm.
technology is much better now. It's getting better and better. And shout out to Dr. O up there
Doctor,
in Emory Hospital
oh,
in
yeah,
Atlanta
yeah, that was my
that
doctor.
performed our surgeries, different time frames, but he did my surgery as well, and Dr. Brash.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, get
Mine
support
was
group.
Doctor O and Doctor Musiki, Mama's who Musiki or something his name
Right,
is, first one,
man.
and shot Doctor Brown,
Oh
my
yeah.
bypass surgery.
Right. Oh wow. Yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, join support groups, research information. Is gastric bypass support groups out there. There's also pituitary tumor awareness that's coming up in May.
Mm-hmm.
There's support groups for that. Get your checkups. Find out what's going on with your body. Know
Mm-hmm.
your body.
Yes,
And I'm telling myself this too. We got to follow up and go to these doctor visits
yes.
to be aware, because I mean, if you don't, it could be a whole situation where you won't be living or
Oh,
breathing.
right.
So.
And
Uh,
this is living and breathing proof right here.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So y'all just continue to stay amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to click, comment, share, subscribe. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at the Amazing Podcast. And we look forward to seeing y'all in the next episode. And once again, come chit chat and vibe and chill
Shit,
and stay amazing.
amazing.
Peace out.
Peace out.